Nothing like a bit of tape on paint. What's up everyone, I'm back! So I posted in the Revenue Raisers group asking people for their hot takes, popular opinions, and tough questions on speed traps and the laws regarding them. So we'll start with the first question. Every time you get a fine, start a bushfire. See how long cameras stay in use. Yeah, I don't see the point in that. You'll just end up in jail and with an even bigger fine and one that you actually deserve. I'm not sure if this is a troll. Judging by the replies, he seems like the sort of guy that would see a camera and be like, I'm gonna burn your cock off. This next comment reeks with illiteracy, so bear with me. If everyone followed WA laws for road users, for example the sign-posted speed limit, would there be some mush pushback from your fellow road users who share the same point of view? It's a waste of time listening to me reading the rest of this bullshit ass comment out. I said what's relevant. Thank you, James, you cock. Now this comment is just wrong on so many levels. You lack the common sense to realize that this group isn't about the inability to accept when at fault. There are numerous variables in the real world that a camera just cannot make the adjustments for. It's a simple take picture, don't take picture. If you have to speed up for whatever reason, whether it's merging, whether it's overtaking, if you gotta go fast, you gotta go fast. Since I've been driving, I've always lived by one rule, and that is to put my safety and common sense before the laws of the road. Boycott service station for 1 week. This will do absolutely nothing. You'll never get everyone in the state on board with that. But good try. The use of hidden speed traps on straight stretches of road where a change of speeds is indicated, clear and visible driving conditions, good quality road surfaces, no built up areas of housing or businesses, a known low risk area for accidents. How are these cameras set up in conditions I described contributing to better road safety? Well, it doesn't. Again, it's about the variables that cameras just can't put into place. I understand having speed traps or cameras or whatever on straight roads. Believe it or not, that's where the majority of crashes happen worldwide. But for everything else, it's just simply revenue raising. Look up to politicians for guidance. First, you gotta sniff some chair butts to get high. Then you gotta crash into a fence while still high from the chair sniffing and get away with it. That's how you know you're a legit politician on the roads. So that comment's referring to Troy Buswell. I'm not sure how relevant it is. He was a politician about 5 years ago. But basically he liked to sniff the ass part of the chair of anywhere a female has sat, which is quite funky. And he was also driving home from a wedding drunk one night, and he crashed into like 3 different cars and didn't say anything about it until it was brought up in the media. He then came forward, and that was like 2 weeks later. So I guess it could show some sort of bias towards politicians, I think. It's not really relevant, but he likes to sniff ass chair, so it's quite simple for sheep to understand. A lie told once is a lie told 1,000 times becomes the truth. And that was by Joseph Goebbels.
Joseph Goebbels.
Or however the Germans say it. If there were no cameras, would victims' families ask for them? Also, how much a part of speeding is from being a nutcase? All those people with anxiety disorder riding a 4-wheel drive that never gets brown dirt on it tailgating me, all because their mental health plan has expired. Seriously, if you don't want to be fined, don't speed. Prefrontal cortex stuff. This isn't about not having cameras on the roads, this is about having the camera locations available to the public, whether it be primarily a sign before the camera, but even just keeping it online is a good start. As for the anxiety comment with the 4x4 owners, it sounds like you got some personal problems you need to sort out yourself. Maybe you're driving too slowly in the right hand lane. Move the fuck over. Some people on here are just far too gone in the system to understand the truth. Read the name of the page and think hard. It's only about revenue. Always has been, always will be. End of story. If you can't see it, then I feel sorry for you. I agree, you shouldn't be in this group if you're not going to contribute anything valuable or just preach,
Don't speed and you won't get caught.
no shit, dumbass. It's not about getting caught. It's about the government trying to convince us as Australians that it's not about revenue raising and that it's about road safety. I can guarantee you, if I go out driving and I see a sign before a camera, I'm going to slow down for the camera. No fucking doubt. But if there's a camera hidden that flashes me as I drive past, I'm just going to be like, bugger. And keep fucking driving. For example, if the speed limit max here is 110 k's an hour, why can you buy a car that goes 240 k's or 180 or 220? Think about it. If they were really for safety and stopping speeders and blah blah blah, smart thinking. But I'm gonna show you big brain. Cars are not bound to public roads. You can buy a car, not register it, go race it, drive it around on your property. If you've got a big enough property, you can hit 200 k's an hour in the back garden. Having a speed limiter on your car would be a violation of driver's rights, and having them is crime prevention through confirmation of rights. That's why we have a demerit point system. If speed cameras are for safety, why are they placed on flat, straight roads? Again, most accidents are on flat, straight roads. I can't really argue that point any further. Worst thing is when they put a speed trap at an on-ramp onto the freeway, particularly Canning Highway southbound ramp, which is 60 k's changing directly to 100 k's, and they catch drivers as they transition through 80. Yeah, that technically should be entrapment. I'm 90% sure that speed cameras cannot be within 100 meters of a speed sign. So if you feel that it is, make sure you raise that up and they'll have to do a check. You could have your charge dropped. Why are there cameras placed at the end of overtaking lanes? There is always some idiot in the left lane that speeds up on these, then once it's over, drops back to 80, holding up traffic again. Speeding past these fools stops road rage and unsafe overtaking maneuvers. Yeah, these fuckers are the worst. There's always some donkey with a trailer or a boat doing 20 k's under the limit, and as soon as you get the chance to overtake, they fucking speed up. Legally speaking, I can't tell you what to do. However, if this happens to you, take down as much information as you can. Their plates, their car, what they look like. I'll do my best to find them and I'll publicly shame them online for you for being a fuckwit. How's that sound? Sounds like fun. Finally, what is the exact allowance a speed camera will let you go over before it flashes? And what is the exact amount the factory speedo is out to make you think you're going faster than you actually are? It's a very good question. To the best of my knowledge, 7 k's an hour is the minimum a camera will ping you for. There's no law, particularly in WA, to state what speed limit the camera will be set at. Some people claim 3 to 4 k's an hour, but I will believe that when I see it. If anyone does have a speeding ticket for lower than 7 k's an hour, please send me a photo, I'd love to see it. They will always take off 1 kilometer an hour for what they flash you at for calibration of the camera. As for the speedo being out, from the factory it's always out and it will always change depending on your tyres. Your speedo runs off of how fast your wheels are turning, not how fast you're moving. So my advice would be to get a GPS speedo app and sit anywhere between the speedo in your car and the speedo on your phone, and it should be pretty fucking sweet. That's going to do it for today. That's all the questions. If you have any more questions or opinions that you want to give me, I'm happy to put up another status in the near future. Kind of ripping off Fantano's Let's Argue segment, but I don't give a shit. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and join my Facebook page. I've just started it back up, so it'll be in the description. Alright, thank you.